A woman fires at what she thought was an intruder until she realizes she shot her husband.
I didn't know what else to do. I just grabbed the gun like he's always told me to.
But was this fatal shooting truly an accident or a dangerous cover-up?
What you're saying, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up.
This is Inside the Crime, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Elizabeth Milner. Before we get to this case, there's a reason Law and Crime is the go-to spot for true crime content. Just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest personal injury law firm. They have more than 1,000 attorneys and have recovered $25 billion from more than 500,000 clients. In the past few months alone, a client in Florida received $12 million when insurance offered just $350,000. And in Pennsylvania, another client was awarded $26 million. 40 times the insurer's offer. Morgan & Morgan makes it so easy to fight for what you deserve. You can even start a claim from your phone. So if you're injured, you can start a claim at forthepeople.com/insidethecrime. Click the link below or scan the QR code on your screen. Now, from the very beginning, investigators saw red flags everywhere. Then they learned of an explosive fight that was the key to unlocking the truth. It's June 23rd, 2021. We're in Coweta County, Georgia. Around 7:30 that evening, a 911 call comes in. A woman claims in a terrible accident she shot her husband. Deputies are dispatched to the home of Luke and Cheryl Coe, and inside the couple's bedroom, there was blood everywhere.
I'm pulling my gun, dude.
Sheriff's office!
Sheriff's office!
We're here.
We're in the bedroom. We're in the master bedroom. Okay, the officer's here.
18291.
Thanks. Okay, bye.
No, clear, but the next you.
Stop!
She told me to keep pressure on
Yes,
it,
keep
baby.
pressure on it. Keep pressure on it.
Is there anybody else here?
No, it's just
No, sir.
Lay down, lay down.
I know.
Lay down, boy.
Baby, please,
Put that,
please.
yeah, keep that on there. Keep that on there. I know it hurts.
Did you tell them 1018?
Please.
We're gonna clear on their arrival.
172 911. We need 1018 EMS. 1018.
He's having a hard time breathing already.
No ears.
It didn't go through and through. It just went in. 5 millimeters over there. Yeah. Please stop. He's not breathing anymore. Baby, come on. Don't give up for me.
All right, ma'am.
Let's get her out of here.
Ma'am.
Ma'am. Get her, man. Let's get her out of here, babe.
Oh, God.
Hey, buddy. Hey.
We ain't got no tape, man.
Here, ma'am, come out here. Okay, listen. If you can't do me a favor, if you just have a seat right here. Have a seat. He's in good hands now, okay?
I think it's gonna be best to get. You want to get her out here?
If y'all want to pull down here and give EMS access up here.
Luke is clinging to life as questions mounted on whether he'd survive his injuries. But the scene around him began to tell a different story than what Cheryl claimed.
Did you get what happened?
12 year old.
So she had about 5 or 6 beers sitting on the back porch. He's big out in the shop. She had taken a medicine and laid down. He came in yelling about something, and she scared her, so she grabbed her down the shop. That doesn't explain why he's nude, and it doesn't explain anything. It makes no sense to me.
You want
me to fill it out or you want to get it? It don't matter to me.
Now watch 20. I'm looking for folks in the post. Down here.
EMS gets here, he said,
Make sure the
all
car's
they
going.
need is a stretcher and let me go.
Oh God, please help him. Oh God, please.
160, get us off that one as well.
Oh God, please. Oh my God. Please God help him! Oh God! Oh my God!
Where did it happen?
In
In the bedroom.
Set it up right here.
That's fine.
Oh please!
Oh, we didn't even put the tape up, Gabe. I got it right here, Doris. Okay.
Please help him!
Go ahead.
Right there. I think. I don't know.
Good enough. Or you mean son? Yeah, or right here.
No, that's Gabe's.
Okay.
Please help him! Please help him!
You want to sign that?
Oh God! Oh my God!
12 now, I'll start that.
God, please!
Hey, Doris, can you grab that crapsy tape on one of those rolls?
Ma'am, come over here. Come over here, ma'am.
Let's
You need to take her on out.
Yeah, let's go down by the trucks.
Come on.
Go down by the trucks.
Well, they're coming up now.
Hey, can y'all move?
And I'll grab whatever we need.
You need me to move my car?
Come in with me!
No, we can't go in. We can't go in.
How the hell
We cannot go in. We can't go in, okay?
Oh God, please!
Why don't you just have a seat over here? Just have a seat.
Oh, please! Why are they all out here?
No.
What?
No.
Why are they all
Come on.
out here? Where is he?
You want a chair? You want a
Where
chair?
is he?
What?
Where is he?
You want a chair?
No! I just want to know what's going on with my husband!
I think you already know what's going on.
No, I don't! Why are they all out here? Oh my God! He was breathing when I was holding the towel on. Then what happened? Where did he get your
You got a
present?
wallet or a license?
What?
You have a license?
It's all in there.
Where at it?
In my phone.
Your license is in your phone?
Yes.
Or like a credit card?
Yes.
Where's your phone at?
In the floor in the bedroom where I threw it after I hung up the phone with 911. Please, God, let me help me. Why are they moving faster? Why are they moving faster?
Cheryl was completely hysterical. While Luke was still alive in his bedroom when deputies first arrived, officials say his injuries claimed his life.
My name's Robbie. Can we take your blood pressure and stuff? Check on you? Can we do that?
I'm not worried about me right now.
Do what?
I'm just worried about him. I'm not worried about me right now.
I know, but just let us check you real quick, okay? Do you have any medical problems, diabetes, seizures, anything like that?
I have migraines, and that's the reason that I took my medicine before I went to bed.
Okay, what do you take for your migraines?
Clonopin and Phenergan, and I'm going through menopause, so I'm on progesterone and estradiol.
Okay. Here, one of my guys is going to take your blood pressure, okay? I got to put your cuff around your arm.
Can I turn this off?
I will.
Okay.
I can't hold it up. Oh my God. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, God.
You're at 1691 status.
That's right. That's why I haven't turned it off yet. Okay. Not a problem. You got it?
Try to relax that arm so you can still.
Deputies appeared pretty suspicious of Cheryl's behavior. One deputy noted spending an hour outside with her, but not seeing a single tear. She eventually had to be pulled off the ground so investigators could understand what happened.
Sheriff. Hey, let's do this here. Look here, come here. Sit up for me. Come on. Sit up. Sit up. Let's walk up to the porch. Come on, stand up.
Yep.
My name's Gary, okay? I'm with the coroner's office, okay? And this is Shauna. She's with the sheriff's office. Listen to me, hon. You need to listen to me. Sit up. We know what's going on already, okay? So, tell me, is your name Cheryl Coe?
Yes.
Right? Okay. How old are you, Cheryl?
51.
51? Okay. And your husband inside, right? Okay. Tell me what happened this evening. Just start with where were you before you saw him?
I came home from work.
About what time?
It was like 5:30, something like that, because I had to go make some stops in Newton.
Uh-huh.
He was out in the shop. His son was here. They were out working on his panhead.
Where you work, Cheryl?
Piedmont Fayette.
Huh?
Piedmont Fayette.
Piedmont Fayette.
What do you do there?
I'm a patient access team lead now.
Okay.
I've been there for 27 years.
So you got home about 5:30, right?
I got home about
He was in the
5:30.
shop.
He was in the shop.
Okay. And then what happened?
He and I have not really talked since yesterday.
Were y'all fighting?
We had a disagreement.
Okay.
He came home while I was on the porch yesterday, took his bike and loaded off and went away, and he didn't come home till sometime after midnight. I don't know when.
Last night?
And I had my gun on the nightstand because I was here by myself. Both the kids have moved out, and I'm here by myself. And I don't even know if we have a key to these doors. He doesn't believe in locking doors. And
You don't keep this door locked at all?
no, not at all. He said he doesn't believe in it. So I don't even know where the keys are. I don't even know if we have a key to the house. We just got the house back from his ex-wife 2.5 years ago. Not even 2.5 years ago. I'm sorry, I have dry mouth syndrome, and
Right.
my lips are sticking to my teeth.
You need a glass of water or something?
Please.
Okay.
Please. So, we were going to talk tonight. But he
tell me,
stayed out in the
What were
shop.
y'all disagreeing about?
We were disagreeing about something yesterday that had occurred, that has occurred before.
What? So was somebody else? Somebody else involved?
Not particularly.
Okay.
So we hadn't talked. We didn't
Alright.
talk. He was asleep this morning when I left for work.
Were you all in the same bed or separate rooms?
We were in the same bed.
Okay. And you left at 6 this morning?
I left at 6:30 this morning.
6:30?
So I had to open the Women's Imaging Center.
Okay. And he was asleep?
And he was still asleep. We didn't talk all day. And he sent me a text at 3 o'clock and told me he was ready to talk. And I told him I wasn't sure if I was. And that I'd be home when I got home. And maybe we could talk then. He stayed out in the shop when I got home. I came in. I drank several Angry Orchards
What time did you come in?
about 5:30.
You came in back into the... Oh, you
No,
came in
I
from
came
work.
home
Okay.
from
I got
work
you. Okay.
at about 5:30.
Okay.
I didn't see
I
him.
got you.
I
You
didn't
didn't
see
see
him when I got home.
Okay.
I heard him and the music playing out there.
I got you.
And his son was here. And his son came in and came to the garage and asked me to put the wild turkey back in the freezer because he had asked for a shot and couldn't find the glass. So I put the wild turkey back in the freezer. I put the groceries up. I went out and I got an Angry Orchard and I sat on the back porch. I always sit on the back porch every day because I'm in a mask for 8 hours a day. And I always sit out there and have a few beers. I have a few Captain Morgan's and Dr. Pepper, or Angry Orchard is what I had tonight. I had those. He was still out in the shop. I decided I needed to go to bed because I have to open tomorrow. And I went in and I took my medicine.
What time?
I don't even know what time it was when I took it.
Well, what time did you go to bed?
Probably about 6:30, 7 o'clock is when I got into bed. I probably took the medicine about 6:30 because I brushed my teeth. I took my medicine and I brushed my teeth. And then I got into bed.
What kind of medicine did you take?
I take Klonopin and I took a Phenergan. And
Where are you taking the Phenergan from?
the Phenergan I take for my migraines. And I took my progesterone, which is my hormones.
What do you take the Klonopin for?
The Klonopin I take because I can't sleep through the night, and it helps me go to sleep. I can't turn my brain off, so it helps me go to sleep.
Alright.
I took that and I got into bed and I turned the TV on because I was in there by myself, and when I'm by myself I feel better with the TV on. He was still out here. I fell asleep And then I heard somebody come in the door yelling, and I just reached over on my nightstand and grabbed my gun, because that was the only thing I needed to do.
You know what time that was?
I have no idea.
So you grabbed your gun, and then what?
I shot twice. And I figured out it was him after I shot him, and he told me I had shot him.
Did you see him?
The bedroom door was, no, the bedroom door was closed. I have blackout curtains on the windows.
Were there
No,
lights on?
no.
Was the TV still on at that
The
point?
TV was still on, but I couldn't, all the doors were closed. I have blackout curtains on the windows because of my migraines. And I was asleep.
Were you in the bed?
I was in the bed.
And where was he?
He was in the doorway.
He was standing in the doorway?
He was standing in the doorway.
So that door was open, right?
No, it wasn't. It was closed when I went to bed.
But I'm saying it was open.
It was swung open.
Okay.
And that, I mean, I didn't know what else to do. I just grabbed the gun like he's always told me to.
And then what happened after that? He said what did he say? He said you
I shot the gun twice. And the second time he said I shot him. And I realized it was him when I heard him speak. And I grabbed the towels and tried to figure out where I had shot him. And then I called 911 and they told me to put the towels where it was. I couldn't see where it came out anywhere. So I put pressure on it like they told me to, and they told me that if it got too full of blood to put another towel on it. So I grabbed another towel and put it on it. He was breathing. He needed a chest tube. I know that. He was breathing. But I told them to hurry when they got here. I told them he needed a chest tube because it was stuck in his lung, and he was talking to me, and he was talking to me when they came in.
It was a wild story, but for detectives, the dots still weren't connecting. Investigators believe she made a lot of inconsistent statements. On June 24th, a day after the shooting, she was brought to the police station for another interview, but this time she was Mirandized.
Do you understand each of these rights as I've explained them to you? Okay. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us?
I've talked to him.
I know, and that was just kind of just talking to you in the beginning, but now we kind of just have some other questions for you too. Okay.
I have the right to answer them and not answer them correct.
That's correct.
I answer what I can.
Okay. All right, Cheryl. So I know you told me about yesterday. In the events leading up yesterday until tonight. But if we can back it up, I guess, and start from Monday, just kind of go through your routine with me, just kind of tell me, take me through your day, starting from when you first wake up until you go to work, come home.
I'm usually up about 5:30. Get up, get ready for work. Luke had gone to the gym Monday, I think. Yeah, he went to the gym Monday. No, he didn't go to the gym Monday. He went to the gym yesterday. But Tuesday, whatever day that was. Anyway, I woke him up when I was getting ready to leave for work because he's self-employed, so he doesn't really have to do a whole lot like I do to get ready. So he just gets up, jumps in the shower, and grabs a cup of coffee, and will fix his breakfast or whatever, and talk to me on the phone on the way to work. We had a normal conversation for us on the way to work on Monday.
I went in and opened the Women's Imaging Center, and for the first hour I'm by myself, so it's like I'm slammed with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it dies down, I'll usually text him and text other people that I talk to, good morning. You know, I'm sure I texted him that day because I was making plans for the week. And he disagreed with my plans for the week. He said it made his stomach turn. And I said, okay. I was asking, I wasn't telling, I was asking permission.
Now, one thing to know about Luke and Cheryl is about a year before the shooting, they made a decision that appeared to change the course of their marriage, opening it up to others. But the arrangement would spark some tension in their relationship, including a huge fight in the days leading up to the shooting.
You had messaged him about meeting up with someone, and he kind of shot that down.
Mm-hmm. I was like, okay. Because it was a question. It wasn't I wasn't telling him I was going to do it. I was asking him if it was okay with him and what day would be okay with him.
Did you always have to ask him if it was okay, or did you guys have any rules? Or
yeah, we had a lot of rules. Over a year's time, we worked out a lot of rules. But we always got to those rules because of some type of issue or something. And that's the reason Monday I was just like, let's just don't do this anymore, because it seems like every time we get into a heated discussion, and by no means have we ever laid our hands on each other or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But every time we would get into an argument or a heated discussion about it, it had to do with that part of it.
Now, did he ever have to ask you for permission to?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it wasn't just one-sided?
Mm-mm. No. It was, he would plan something, and then he would be like, have you got anything going on that day? Are you okay with this? And that would be it.
So if you said no, would he not do it, or would he follow through with it?
No, he would not do it. Just like he told me no, and I was okay with that. I said okay. But when he told me that it kind of made his stomach turn, I was like, that's when I told him, I said, let's just don't do it anymore.
Now, did he know this this person that you were messaging with, and you knew the person he was messaging with?
Yes.
Okay.
Cheryl claimed that conversation sparked a cold war between the two. That night, they slept on opposite sides of the bed, and when Cheryl woke up, she just went off to work like normal. They were supposed to have a conversation about it later that night, but things changed when Cheryl returned home. Just like she told deputies on scene, she came home, drank about 5 Angry Orchards, took her medicine, watched some TV, and dozed off. Then she remembered the door flinging open. But when investigators looked at the 911 call logs, that was another major clue. Officials say there was about an 11-minute time gap between the time Cheryl claimed she went to sleep and the time she called 911, meaning within an 11-minute period, Cheryl had to fall asleep, hear an intruder, shoot the so-called intruder, realize it's her husband, and dial 911. Again, all within 11 minutes.
And so you got that beautiful home with all those windows, and it's still light outside. And so even if you had blackout curtains in your bedroom, the light from all those windows would have shone through your bedroom window. So then that, coupled with the television being there, a person would recognize that their husband of 4 years and the partner of 6, especially if they're speaking, yelling, angry. And earlier you said you fired these 2 shots at this figure, hoping that he would hear you, and come help you in the home. But
He
you've also
taught
described,
me to defend myself.
yes, ma'am, but you said that you fired these shots so that he could hear you out in the shop where he was playing music so loud. And you just described going into the bedroom to a place where you didn't hear the music anymore. And so I'm having trouble making sense of how both you say you couldn't recognize even the silhouette of your husband through the door when all this light is shining through, and who is speaking to you, yelling at you, and then you would fire 2 shots in a room where you say you couldn't hear the music from the shot. Why would he be able to hear gunshots from inside that room? So help me understand that.
Well, I mean, we've had people be able to hear gunshots down the road when we were practicing. So, I mean, I really, honestly, I wasn't thinking it through. I'd had too much to drink. I'd added my clonopin with it, and I didn't know what I was hearing. I heard the door slam open, and I couldn't. I was asleep. I couldn't focus on anything. All I knew was my gun was right here. Because it was there I put it there last night when he was gone.
And then let me ask you this, because you said you went to bed at 7:15, correct?
Sometime around that.
Okay. And you called 911 at 7:26, correct? That's what the call screen says, that you called 911, okay? So that means that you were asleep for approximately 11 minutes. Okay?
If you fell asleep immediately.
If you fell asleep immediately. So 7:15 to 7:26, that's 11 minutes for someone to fall asleep so hardly that they don't know what's going on, or, the door's, slung open, and the first thing that you do is reach for your gun and fire off 2 rounds. So
I had too much to drink.
Okay. So when I talked to you previously, you stated that somebody slung that door open and they were shouting and screaming, and remember I asked you didn't recognize if it was your husband's voice or not. And what did you say? Do you remember what you said to me?
At this point, no, I don't.
Okay. You had said that you were too dazed, and didn't really know who was screaming and yelling, or what they were saying. So now you're telling us that somebody slung open the door and didn't say anything until you fired the second shot, and then he said, "You shot me." And then you realized that it was your husband.
With the cracks in Cheryl's story showing, she ran out of options.
He came in and he flung the door open, and he was yelling at me.
Okay, when you say who? Who's who?
Luke.
Okay.
He was yelling and throwing things and grabbed a hold of me and told me if I wasn't going to talk to him that I had to go sleep in the other room, and he was pulling me out of the bed, and I grabbed the gun from the side of the bed and I fired at the ceiling.
Okay. Was that kind of a warning shot, or?
No, that was, I'm scared because he scares me sometimes, especially when he's been drinking, and I don't know whether he'd been drinking or not. And that was, they were both supposed to be warning shots. One was at the ceiling and one was at the wall on the other side. I wasn't trying to hit him.
Okay. So where was he when you fired the second shot?
Still, he had turned around and come back in the doorway.
Turned around from where?
From the kitchen doorway, from the doorway. He was still in this area right here.
Okay, so you had already fired the first shot, correct?
I fired the first shot.
Okay.
And then he started moving back like he was coming back in there to drag me out of there. So I fired the second shot, and I was trying to shoot the wall. I was never trying to shoot him. And that's why when he said I hit him, I had no idea where I could have hit him.
Mm-hmm. Were you standing, or were you still in the bed when you were firing the rounds?
By the time I shot the second one, I was standing.
Okay.
And where were you standing? If your bed is there in your nightstand, where were you standing in the room?
Right here.
Okay.
On this mat.
All right. So when you fired the first shot that went over his head, was he trying to leave the room, or what was he doing at that point in time when you had fired that shot?
He was going after something. And I don't know what he was going after.
Did he say anything to you?
He was mad, and he was screaming and yelling at me and telling me to get my ass out of that bed and go sleep in the other bed if I wasn't going to talk to it, if I wasn't going to get up and talk. At that point, I wasn't where I could get up and talk. I'd gotten past that point. It was senseless for us to talk at that point. And I was feeling nauseous. That's why I took the Phenergan on top of the Klonopin. And I just wanted to be left alone. And he wasn't having it. And he was dragging me out of the bed.
Okay. So the gun was on the nightstand, correct? When he was in the room?
Yes.
Okay.
And why was he naked?
I don't know. It could be because he was working on the greasy bike. A lot of times he'll take his clothes off in the laundry room when he comes in so that he doesn't bring them into the house. Sometimes if he's really hot, he'll take his clothes off and jump in the pool. And then come in. And the way that I saw when I went out there to get my flip-flops, the way that I saw all of his stuff lined up on that table is what he does with it when he decides to go jump in the pool. And he takes off his clothes and jumps in the pool.
Okay. How did you know all of his stuff was lined up out there when you said that you had gone to bed before he came in the room?
When we got ready to leave, they took me out there to get my flip-flops.
Okay.
And that's when I saw all of his stuff lined up on the table.
Okay. All right.
Cheryl left officials no choice but to charge her. She faced charges including malice murder, felony murder, and aggravated assault. When the case went to trial, prosecutors revealed the medical examiner found muzzle compressions around Luke's bullet wounds, suggesting the gun might have been pressed directly on Luke's body, which doesn't match Cheryl's version of events because she claimed to fire from a distance. By early spring of 2025, nearly 4 years after the fatal shooting, Cheryl went on trial. According to Coweta County prosecutor, Cheryl got on the stand and told yet another story of what happened that night. And in March, the jury came back deadlocked. During Cheryl's second trial, prosecutors say she admitted under cross-examination to lying to the jury in her first trial and lying under oath. So the second time around, a Coweta County jury found her guilty of murder plus aggravated assault. And when it came time for sentencing, it was life in prison without the chance of parole. Online records reveal Cheryl Coe is serving her sentence in the McRae Women's Facility in Georgia. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Inside the Crime. I'm Elizabeth Milner.